Okay, so are in module 7, lesson 3, right? Solve one step multiplication and division inequalities. And yesterday we focused about the coefficient to be always what? Positive coefficients with positive coefficients, right? We are on page 351, and today is 21 December. Okay, yesterday we said if we have this inequality, for example, 5m less than negative 50, this we call it multiplication one step inequality. And how we solve it? We do the same strategy of one step equations. But here, the coefficient, mean coefficient, what's the coefficient here? 5. The coefficient is the number which is multiplied with the variable. Don't forget that. The coefficient 5 is what? Positive. Tomorrow, we will take when the coefficient is negative, what we will do, okay? But for today, we will solve inequalities with coefficient positive. This is multiplication, right? How we solve it? We rewrite it and do the same strategy of one step equation. We divide both sides by the coefficient, which is 5. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Notice that this 50 is negative, normal, but the coefficient should be positive. Huh? So here is still m less than negative 10. This is the solution, and we know how to graph it. This is negative 10, open circle, and m less than, we go to the left. This is the division, multiplication equation. If we have division equation like, for example, d over 3 less than 5, this is division inequality, right? One step. What's the coefficient here? No coefficient, then no variable. Coefficient, then there is a variable. What's the coefficient here? It's a divisor. So what's the coefficient here? No. D is the variable. 5 now has no relation. No, d over 3 is the term itself. 1 over 3. Yabni has no coefficient, means has no variable. Phi variable, then there is a coefficient. Got it? Here, for example, m plus 8 equal 9. What's the coefficient of m? Not 8. 8 is connected now. It is 1. The 1 is not written. But 1m means m. So if there is a variable, then there is coefficient. If there is no coefficient, there is no variable to talk about. Here, the coefficient is 1 over 3. Not a 3. 3 is a divisor here, okay? The coefficient is 1 over 3. But the 1, we don't write it. Got it? So here we do the same steps of the division equation. Remember, we multiplied both sides by the divisor, which is 3. So here I'll multiply d over 3 by 3 and the 5 by 3, normal. So 3 comes with the 3. So d less than what? 15, right? And do the graph. This is 15, open circle, and do to the left, right? So this is the multiplication, divide by the coefficient. Division, multiply by the divisor in both sides for both of them. Got it? Yesterday we did example 1 and the check of example 1. Today we will do example 2 and the check of example 2. 1 over 3 is the coefficient. Not a 3. Look at the board. Why 1 over 3? 1 over 3 multiply d. D over what? Check. Multiplication of fractions. 1 multiply d. 1d. But what we say? d. 1d is d. Hi d. Over 3 multiply 1, 3. Right? So here, when I say 1 over 3 multiply d, it is the same of d over 3. So what's the coefficient? Got it? فهمنا? So if we have multiplication, divide by the coefficient. If you have division, multiply by the divisor. But the coefficient, if you have division, is 1 over the number. For example, if you have this, look here. Later on, you will take idea like this. 2k plus 7 equal 5. What we call this? Two-step equation. We did that before, right? But if we have 2k, the coefficient here is what? 2. 2k over 7 plus 7 or plus 5 less than 8. What's the coefficient of k? 2 over 7. But if there is no 2, what we say? 1 over 7, the coefficient. Get it? Now let's go to example 2, page 351. يلا read. Sorry. Read it, Tamim. Solve and graph what? Division inequalities. Continue. More than, ما فيش equal. More than 7. It's different, right? Yeah. Solve d over 2 more than 7, then check your solution. We know how to check. We select number here, and see if it's correct, the inequality or no. Continue. Then on a number line. Yeah. So we have d over solve d over 2 more than 7. So we will solve, we'll graph, we'll check the answer, right? Yeah, let's solve it. What we will do, Tamim? What we will do? Yeah, what we will do? to our friend here. What we will do now? Yes, it's difficult. Yeah. So d over 2 more than 7, we multiply both sides by what? 2. Don't multiply like this. This is wrong. This will be d over 4. This center, you increase the denominator. We need to get rid of the denominator. But if you do like this, you increase it. You make it bigger. Get it? So here, we multiply up, beside the d. Beside the d. Sorry. Got it? Now you can cross the 2 with the 2 because 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1d is d, right? And here find the answer. 7 by 2, 40. Now we have d more than 14. We have d more than 14. This is the solution. Is it one solution? No, we call it solution set. Solution set. What's the meaning of set? Group. It has more than one element. Huh? So here you have, this is one student, set of students, group of students. Okay. So here solution set means we have a lot of solutions from more than 14 to where? To the infinity. To the infinity. So here, this is the solution set. Now we need to graph it. Are you busy with Ahmed, Yani? You worry on him? Worry on yourself. So here we have 14. What we will do to graph? Yeah, Larry. Good. Then how we graph it? Open or close circle on the number? Open circle, and we go to where? To the right. Now this is the solution. This is the graphing of the solution, the graph of the solution. Now we need to check the answer, right? To check the answer, we select random numbers. We select random numbers. Let's select random numbers. We select a number here, and this number also we check it, but we check mentally. Select a number here, any number, less than 14, 12. This 12 should be not answered, huh? So put a 12 here. 12 divided by 2, 6. Is 6 more than 7? No. That's why this part here is not solution. Choose any number more than 14, but choose it that you can divide into, like 16. 16 divided by 2, 8. 8 is more than. So any number here is a solution. The 14, 7. Is 7 more than 7? No. But if you have equal, then here will be close. Then the 14 is belonging to the solution set. Got it? You understand it? Let's do the check. So we are on the check page 351. Do it by yourself. I'll give you a few minutes to do the check page 351. Part A, you will solve it. Part B, you will graph it and check it. Go. So we back to take the solution of the check page 351. Check page 351. Isam, read. Solve. Yalla, -6 more than or equal x over 7. This is the inequality. Let's solve it. What we do? with 7 by the divisor, right? So here we have negative 6 more than or equal x over 7. Multiply both sides by 7. What's the coefficient of x here? The coefficient of x. واحد يحكي 7 واحد يحكي 1. يس يا عبد الله. 1 over 7. قبل شوي كمان. 1 over 7. طيب, now we cross the sevens. These sevens, still what here? X less than or equal what? Negative 42. This is the solution. Read it. X less than or equal. We get used that the variable to the left, right? You can write it to the left. You can leave it like this, and you can write it as you read it. As what? And don't bring x here and the negative 42 here and that's all. No, you need to switch that. Read it. X less than or equal. Write it. X less than or equal negative 42. Right? It's the same. It is the same. Read both. Read the first one. X less than negative 42. Right? Read the second one. Same. Right? Now, let's graph it. Let's graph it. In part B, they want us to graph this solution. So this is negative 42. Open or closed, yeah, Isam. Closed. And we go to the left. Okay. This closed circle means the negative 42 is included in the solution. So it is a solution. Here, the 14 is not a solution. Now let's check mentally. Let's select random numbers to the right, to the left, and the negative 42. Let's select random numbers here. For example, more than negative 42. Select a number that can divide on 7. So you won't get decimal. Negative 49. Sorry, 49. A number that is bigger than negative 42. 7. 14. 21. Any number more than negative 42. 14. 14 divided by 7. 2. Is 2 less than or equal negative 6? No. So the 14 here is not a solution. But select any number here, like what? Negative 49. Negative 49 divided by 7. Negative 7. Is it less than or equal negative 6? Yes. Select the negative 42 divided by 7, negative 6. Is it less than or equal negative 6? Yes, it's equal. So in part A, you solve it. In part B, you graph it. And you have the number line in front of you. Done? Done, guys? Done. What? Graph. What's the number? Okay. Close circle because we have equal sign. Now, when you read it, you say less than, right? To the left. I highlight to the left. Got it? Right. Now, let's go to the apply question on page 353, and let's read it together and solve it. Are we done with the check? So, let's go to the apply question page 353. Read, Ya Umar.
Can be used to find the number of each item.
Hello. Now, again, Scariot has $60. She has only, so she wanna buy t-shirts and tie-dye skirt. إيش tie dye kits whatever it is. So she wanna buy two things. Okay, how much she has? She cannot buy with more than 60. She wanna buy with 60 or less. So we have less than or equal what? 60. خلاص. طب do we know how many t-shirts or how many tie-dye kits? Do we know? No. And she needs to buy an equal number of both types. يعني 3 from here, 3 from here, 5 from here, 5 from here, whatever. So the number of the items the same of both things she wanna buy, but the cost is different. The cost of the t-shirt how much? $2 for each. $2 for each. The cost of the dye kit whatever, $9 for each. Got it? Type. The question wants us then to solve the inequality 2x plus 9x less than or equal 960 to know how many items from both she can buy. Okay, so the inequality sorry, the inequality is given, but what's x? The number of items for both. Yani if x equal 5, what's this mean? This means that she can buy 5 t-shirts and 5 dye kits, whatever. Okay, because at the beginning they said she want to buy the same number of both items, right? So x is the number of each item. So we have two x's, x for the t-shirts and x for the type. If the price, focus with me now, if the price of the t-shirts is $2 for each, what is the price of x t-shirts? So forget that. If the price of the t-shirt is $2 for each, right? What's the price of 5 t-shirts? 10. What you said, what you did, you multiplied 5 by 2. If the price of the t-shirt $2, what is the price of 12 t-shirts? 24. So you always multiply the number of the items by the price of it, right? So if the price is 2 and the number of the items is x, so what's the cost of them? 2 multiply x, which is 2x, right? This is for the t-shirt. Now for the other type, tie-dye kits, if the price of each one is how much? 9. طب x of them, لأنه x for the t-shirt and for the صح؟ طب x t-shirt x items 9 times x, so 2x plus 9 multiply x. What's this? This is the cost of all the t-shirts she will buy. This is the cost for all the tie-dye kits she will buy. Got it? The total cost of both should be less than or equal what? The total money she has, right? How much? 60. Less than or equal 60. Right? This is the inequality. Time. Now let's solve it. How we solve it? Here we have like terms, remember? What are the like terms? Terms with same variable, same exponent, right? X power 1 power 1. So we have like terms. So we can add them. 2x plus 9x, 11x. Less than or equal what? Now it turns to here as a first look, it's addition. But after we added them, it turns to multiplication inequality. So we can solve it normally by dividing both sides with 11. So let's solve this inequality now. 11x less than or equal 60. Divide by 11 both sides. X will be, focus now, less than or equal 60 over 11. 5 point, 50, 5 point what? Let's divide. 60 divided by what? 11. 5, 55, subtract 5. Decimal 0, 4, يعني 5.4. Right? 5.4. So x less than or equal 5.4. Focus with me now. X is the number of the each item. Can I go to the shop and I will tell the owner I want to buy 5.4 t-shirts? It's not logic, right? I cannot buy parts from the t-shirt, right? Either I can buy 5 t-shirts or 6 t-shirts. تروح على السوبر ماركت او محل الملابس تحكي له بدي والله 3 تيشيرت ونص. Right? It's not logic. So here the 5.4 is a correct answer, but it is not logical answer, right? So x less than or equal 5.4. Give me the greater number of t-shirts that she or the other one that can she buy. 5. صح? Is 5 included in the solutions? Yes. So because the question said at the end, focus with the question. What the question said can be used to find the number of each item she can buy. How much money she will have left after buying the greatest number of what? Of pairs of t-shirt and tie-dye kits. Here, if you graph it, we have 5.4, right? طبعا with numbers here, but we round it. And here close circle, and the answer is to the left. What is the greatest number she can buy and included in the answer? 5. طب is 4 valid? Yes. She can buy 4 t-shirt and 4 the tie-dye kits, right? Is it 3 valid? Yes. Is 6 valid? No. No. Why no? Because each t-shirt 2, 6 by 2, 12. And each die هذا الثاني 9, 6 by 9, 54. Or 2, or 12, sorry, 66. She has what? Only. طب how about 5 t-shirt and 5 yeah, 2 by 5, 10. Or 9 by 5, صح? 2 by 5, 10. Or 9 by 5, 45. Or 10, 55. She has, come on. The question said, after she buy the greatest number of these 2 items, how much money left with her? $5. So the money left after she buy 5 of each item. Do you understand? So after buying 5 t-shirts and 5 tie kits, whatever, she has how much money left? $5. Because the price of 5 of each item, total of them is $55. From 60 is still $5. Okay, this is the apply question. We have checked after this apply. Let's do it quickly before the online finished. We have 5 minutes. Done this, guys. I will go back to it so you can write it. Just let's go to do the check quickly. Read يا نجم يلا. Ryan. Frames. So Ryan has how much? $63. He wanna buy equal number of posters and poster frames. So he will buy two items like before. Okay, continue.
Each poster costs $4
البوستر بكلف كم؟ طب البوستر فريم كم بكلف؟ 10. فهمنا؟ continue.
The inequality of 4x plus 10x less than 63
We know why we write less than or equal 63. Because he has only 63, he cannot buy more, right? Continue.
can be used to find the number of each item you can buy.
Bas. Now x, here the check after this example. Huh? Which page, guys?
354.
Yeah. Let x what? The number of x for the number of posters, and the same number he want to buy the same number of posters and poster frame, right? So x for this and x for this one. So let x be the number of posters and in posters what? Posters frames. Okay. But what's the inequality? X is the number of each item. The price of the poster how much? 4. So 4x. صح? The price of the poster frame 10x. And he has only, this is the inequality. And it is given in the question, but I want you to understand it. It's given, but I want you to understand it. Okay? Now we can solve it. But what the question wants exactly, how much money he will have left after buying the greatest, same idea of the apply, right? So let's solve it. Here we have likely terms, 4x plus 10x, 14x less than or equal what? Multiplication inequality, divide by 14 both sides, right? Still x less than or equal 63 divided by 14. 63, let's divide. 63 divided by 14. 4 by 14, 42. 4 by 14, how much? 16, 56, right? Yeah, it's valid. 4 by 14, 56. Subtract, this is 13, this is 5, 7, right? Decimal 0, 5, or 6, whatever, right? 5. So 4 point something. If you go to the shop owner and tell him, I want half of poster. Half of poster. Can we buy half of chair? Half of door? You cannot. So what's the greatest number he can buy? 4. Got it? The greatest, you cannot buy 5. Why? Because x less than or equal what? The answer of 63 divided by 14, which is 4 point what rounded? 5. X cannot be 5. Can be 5 from this answer? No. X less than or equal 4.5. So x, the greatest number, he can buy how much? 4. Okay. So I will go here. If you want to graph it, this is the 4.5. X less than or the possibly greatest number is what? 4. But how much money he will left if he buy 4 from the posters and 4 from the poster frames? Let's apply here. 4 by 4. 16 ولا 4 by 4 16 و10 by 4 40 و16